What was supposed to be a night of celebration turned into disaster after 4 friends who were all drunk left the bar in the city without a designated driver. Designate a driver. Don't drink and drive.
This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Tuesday, the 27th day of August in the year 2024. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting. Now here's what we're tracking tonight. Attorney General Anil Nandlal wants Guyanese to know that they must not take the rights and protections guaranteed under the Constitution for granted. However, he has said that there is a delicate balance between those rights and what may constitute a violation of those rights. Speaking at the Human Rights Forum on Monday evening, the Attorney General said the Constitution provides for all citizens to enjoy a number of rights and freedoms, but without offending others. On the question of freedom of speech, Attorney General Nandlal said while Guyanese are guaranteed free speech, that freedom cannot be used to offend someone in a libelous or slanderous way.
Yes, you have freedom of speech, but that freedom of speech does not authorize you to libel or slander me. In the exercise of your freedom of speech, you have to be careful not to damage my character and reputation. You have freedom of speech, but that does not authorize you to incite a reign of terror or to excite racial hostilities in a country on your Facebook posts.
He also said the rights of Guyanese are protected in the Constitution, so much so that those rights cannot be taken away, either by any law or any action of the state or the government or authorities.
So, if we are to live in a civilized and ordered society, then the same rights and freedoms that the Constitution gives you must be balanced against the rights and freedoms of your neighbor. So you have a right to play music, but your neighbor has a right to enjoy peace and quiet.
Mr. Nandlal said Guyana continues to introduce legislation to further enhance human rights practices. But for those to work, there must be a general shift in the society where persons must understand their responsibilities and what is required of them.
Well, no freedom is absolute. You have a right to free speech, but you cannot shout fire, fire in a crowded cinema, because it will cause mayhem. You have a freedom of movement, but you cannot drive down a one-way street. So all freedoms have restrictions and they have qualifications.
The government has faced some criticism over the filing of cybercrime charges against a number of persons, including opposition members, for statements made on social media. More news coming up in just a moment.
so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Are you ready to elevate your career with a world-class education from the comfort of your home? The University of Excellence Management in Business, UEMB, Guyana's premier accredited and recognized tertiary institution, invites you to join one or more of our comprehensive 145-degree programs. Registration is now open for our next intake on September 9 and every 2 months thereafter. Enroll now and secure a 50% scholarship. Choose from an ABA, BBA, MBA, MPM, EMBA, EMPM, and LLM degrees, available in 14 specializations. Whether you hold an undergraduate degree, a diploma, or relevant professional qualifications, apply. We are an accredited degree-granting tertiary institution in Guyana. Our programs are also equivalent to a USA Regional Accredited degree. Submit your completed application form, proof of entrance qualification, and any form of ID. For more details, visit our administrative office in the Critchlow Labour College, Front Building, Wolford Avenue, or call 225-1395, 225-1397-9, 618-3434, and 681-3434. Progressing to a degree is as easy as ABC with UEMB. Deal with the best and forget the rest.
No matter the state of your home, you can make it beautiful for any occasion.
NNS Mattai's Home Goods Warehouse. Simply better living.
I can't wait until tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah?
I ain't start packing yet. Usually I pack a couple hours before and I go. Drive. I got my phone, I got my keys, my charger, my
Procrastinating planning for the future? Well, that's never a good idea. Let Demerara Mutual and Demerara Fire and General help you get started with planning for your future today. I'm with Dem.
Online shopping in Guyana is easy with Fizuro.com. Pay securely online with your card, MMG, or cash, and with lightning fast delivery, you'll get what you want when you want it. Take the hassle out of shopping with Fizuro. Fizuro, Guyana's premier e-commerce marketplace.
In the education sector, almost a week after the 3-year agreement between the Ministry of Education and the Guyana Teachers Union was signed, the Education Ministry today said teachers will reap significant benefits under the new agreement. In a statement, the Education Ministry noted that the agreement reflects the government's commitment to ensuring that the nation's educators are supported and rewarded for their contributions towards the education of children and the nation's overall development. The Education Ministry said the 10% salary increase for this year, the 8% for next year, and the 9% increase for 2026 represent significant increases. The statement also noted that teachers in remote areas will benefit greatly from the increased remote area incentive, explaining that in 2023, the remote area allowance stood at $9,000 in November of that year. It was increased to $20,000 in December of the same year, and under the new agreement, it has been further increased to $23,000. While outlining the already announced benefits, the Ministry of Education noted that a crucial benefit will be given to teachers under the new agreement is station allowance. The station allowance, which compensates teachers for working in particular locations, has been increased to $5,000 for all eligible categories. The increase varies based on the category, ranging from 11% for head teachers A to 108% for other teachers in category A. Similarly, the hardline allowance has been standardized at $5,000, with the increase ranging from 19% to 67% depending on the category. The ministry also said the government has agreed to increase duty-free concessions from 100 to 150 annually. Further, teachers holding a substantive appointment as a senior master or mistress or above within 3 years of retirement who have not previously benefited from a concession, they are now entitled to a duty-free concession for motor cars of up to 1500 cc in the engine size. Teachers in hinterland and riverine areas are also eligible for concessions on outboard engines and ATVs. The ministry said the agreement represents a comprehensive package designed to enhance the welfare of the nation's teachers and to recognize their pivotal role in shaping the future of the country. The ministry said it remains committed to continuous dialogue and partnership with the teaching fraternity to ensure sustained progress and development in the sector. Additionally, the Education Ministry said it has also doubled the number of annual scholarships for teachers from 50 to 100. Some executives of the Guyana Teachers Union are still holding out that the agreement is not sufficient, since not all teachers will benefit from many of the concessions. Guyana has extradited a total of 3 persons to the United States since the start of this year. The 3 were wanted in the U.S. for various offenses. In May, suspected drug trafficker Patrick Waldron was arrested outside an East Coast Demerara bar and immediately handed over to the U.S. authorities to face drug trafficking charges in the U.S. He was extradited days later. 2 months later, in July, another U.S. citizen, 33-year-old Rakim Antonio Gilges, was arrested and handed over to the U.S. authorities. He was wanted in the U.S. for murder and had reportedly traveled to Guyana in early July. When he was arrested, he was found with $12,000 in his possession. He was wanted for the murder of a young boy. In early August, a third U.S. citizen was arrested in Guyana and extradited to face a vehicular manslaughter charge. The man, Ravindra Dharamjit, had been hiding out in Guyana since 2019. He was reportedly behind the wheel of a speeding car that was involved in a fatal hit-and-run accident in New York. In Guyana, Dharamjit got involved in various businesses and even became a professional race car driver, taking part in various race meets at the South Dakota circuit. He was extradited to the U.S. within 24 hours of his arrest at a horse rate meet in Berbice. Guyana has been working closely with the U.S. authorities on extraditions. Earlier this year, Guyana updated its extradition legislation to make it easier to extradite wanted persons.
Over 205,000 school-aged children benefit from a $45,000 Because We Care cash grant and uniform voucher. This initiative helps parents ensure their children have the tools needed for education. Oil and gas revenue makes up 29% of the 2024 budget.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, 9, and 10 students for the 2024-2025 academic year. VIC Academy, Achieving Academic Excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 649-1300.
Your own home is so much more than just 4 walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors, that me crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster. Grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Bust the flavors. Bust the flavors.
The Ministry of Public Works will tomorrow sign the contract for the long-awaited reconstruction of the Suick-Lindon Highway. The signing will take place at the Enchanted Creek, which is located along the highway. According to the Ministry of Public Works, the highway reconstruction project forms part of the government's vision for the development of an integrated, efficient, cost-effective, and sustainable transport network. It was noted that the reconstruction of the highway will contribute to the development of priority highway infrastructure, which is likely to result in increasing the capacity, efficiency, safety, reliability along the roadway, while accelerating the socio-economic development in the area. The project is being funded through a $200 million loan agreement with the Islamic Development Bank. As part of the reconstruction of the highway, 2 roundabouts are to be built. One will be located at the Suick Junction, while the other will be built at Millie's Hideout in Lindon. The Suick-Lindon Highway was first constructed between 1966 and 1968 and officially opened in 1969. It has been rehabilitated over the years at a cost of more than $25 million. On Wednesday, details about the reconstruction and the timeline for that reconstruction will be released to the media and the public. The Suick-Lindon Highway is one of the key roadways in the country, linking the mainland to the hinterland community through the town of Lindon. As the international community continues to pay attention to developments in Venezuela following the country's controversial elections, the Guyana Private Sector Commission is joining the choir of countries calling for an international verification of the election results in the South American country. Both the incumbent Venezuelan government and the opposition have claimed victory in the elections, leading to widespread clashes and protests all across the country. While the courts in Venezuela have upheld the results of the country's electoral authorities, international groups and various countries have questioned those results, which showed President Nicolas Maduro coming out as victorious, despite protests of the results by the opposition. In a statement, the Private Sector Commission of Guyana said it has been taking note of the situation in Venezuela and the recent resolution of the Organization of American States, affirming a commitment to uphold democracy, human rights, and the peaceful resolution of conflicts. The Private Sector Commission said it is deeply concerned over what it sees as the evident abandonment of democratic principles in Venezuela and the violation of fundamental human rights and freedoms of the Venezuelan people, and the political and economic instability that threatens the region. The PSC said it firmly condemns the repression and violence being inflicted upon the Venezuelan people in their legitimate pursuit and demand for democracy and the rule of law to prevail in their country. The Commission is appealing to all the member countries of CARICOM who value the practice of democracy and the holding of free and fair elections in their own countries to join hands with one voice and express their solidarity with the people of Venezuela in their appeal for an impartial, international verification of the true results of the elections. Just last week, the U.S. ambassador to Guyana revealed that only Guyana and Suriname from CARICOM signed a joint international statement condemning the situation in Venezuela and calling for democracy to be restored in the country. There are a total of 15 member states in CARICOM.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, 9, and 10 students for the 2024-2025 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 649-1300.
Win one of 10 great prizes in the Mobile Dip and Win promotion. Win a motorcycle, TVs, shopping sprees, or free mobile lubricant. Just buy any mobile lubricant, collect your entry form, complete it, and drop it into boxes provided at leading stores. Yes, buy any mobile lubricant and have a chance to win great prizes. Promotion ends October 2, 2024. Mobile lubricant, proven performance for your engine.
What was supposed to be a night of celebration turned into disaster after 4 friends who were all drunk left the bar in the city without a designated driver. Designate a driver. Don't drink and drive.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guy is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyana's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guy Oil has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
Across the region tonight, let's begin in Trinidad and Tobago. From September, there will be a direct shipping route between Trinidad and Tobago and Curacao to facilitate the movement of goods to boost trade. In a statement, the Ministry of Trade and Industry in Trinidad said a new route will begin on the 20th of September. It will be a fortnightly service to move goods between Trinidad and Tobago and the ABC Islands of Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao in under 2 days. The release said the timing of the service is ideal, given that both Trinidad and Tobago and Curacao commenced the negotiation of a partial scope trade agreement in July. Trinidad and Tobago maintained favorable trade balances with Curacao over the 5-year period, 2018 to 2022, with cumulative exports amounting to more than $140 million. While the population of the country is small, just over 150,000 persons in Curacao, given its strong tourism sector of over 1.3 million visitors annually, the completion of the PSTA will provide the opportunity for Trinidad and Tobago to supply increased products to the market, the statement said. The release also said the new service is a direct result of discussions during a trade mission in Curacao in November of last year. Government officials in Brazil say they suspect criminals are behind a record number of fires which have devastated large swaths of Sao Paulo state. The head of Brazil's National Office for Protection and Civil Defense said 99.9% of the blazes in the state had been caused by human action. He said there had been no lightning strikes or downed high voltage cables, which would account for the large amount of blazes. 4 people have since been arrested. The environment minister in Brazil called the situation unusual, saying that her team had not seen so many fires ignite in far-flung locations at the same time. Officials have not said what the motive of those setting the fires might have been, but said the fact that they had broken out simultaneously in different parts of the state indicated they had been set on purpose. And finally tonight, international news. Nigeria has received 10,000 doses of a vaccine to combat Mpox, making it the first African country to receive a batch amid the current outbreak of the disease that used to be called monkeypox. The country began the process to secure the vaccines well before it was declared a global health emergency by the World Health Organization earlier this month. Africa has been hardest hit by the recent rapid spread of Mpox, and there has been calls for a speedier response by international agencies to such emergencies. Nigeria, which has confirmed 40 Mpox cases this year, but says the true number could be more than 700, received its vaccine doses as a donation from the United States. The West African nation has not recorded any deaths from the virus. It has also not recorded any cases of the clade 1B, a new variant of the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo, which has also spread to neighboring countries. The DR Congo, located in Central Africa, has recorded more than 18,000 suspected cases of Mpox and more than 615 deaths since the start of this year. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting and encouraging you to have a safe and enjoyable night.